It's time for Money Matters. Joining us today, we have Josh Smith of Strategic Wealth Designers. So Josh, the CEO of Airbnb recently said that travel and vacations will never be the same because people are so used to staying at home because of COVID-19. Do you think he's right about that?
I think he's right for the next few months or maybe even the next year or two. Obviously, I think travel is going to be disrupted over the short period of time. But I'm also reminded of a saying we've all heard that forever is a long time. So I'm hopeful it's not forever.
Well, in theory, if he is right, that could be a good thing for local economies, right?
I think on the surface, it may seem that way, but I think oftentimes there are what's called unintended consequences, because I think you may think of, well, my neighbor, if, say, they don't do that international traveling and they stay inside the United States, that would be a net good thing. But I think what we're missing out on is there's a lot of international travelers who like to visit our country. And a lot of those international travelers are not coming and spending their money inside of our economy that may be vacationing. So I think in a lot of cases, there's what's called unintended consequences. And unfortunately, when, freedoms are taken away and people are restricted on what they can and cannot do, there definitely will be some winners in this, but oftentimes the losers outnumber the winners.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, obviously, so much has changed. We're talking via Zoom. That's one of the things that's gotten so popular during the pandemic. Do you think there are any other hacks that are going to stick around once all of this is over?
Yeah, I think from a business travel perspective, I think what the last few months has really done for most businesses is just fast forward where the technology was taking us naturally anyway, but instead of taking a couple of years, really people are forced to condense that time in a couple of months. So I think there's some definite positives there. If you think about it from a quality of life, if you're an employee traveling for those businesses, being able to operate remotely definitely has its perks and its benefits. Now, I don't think business travel will go away 100%. I think there's always going to be an element that just having that face-to-face or that in-person presence going to require. But I definitely think what this has really done for us, the one positive I can say about that, all this, it's forced us all to become a little bit more technology savvy. And I think that, that's going to be a net gain for a lot of people.
Josh, thank you so much, as always.
Thank you.
For more tips to make your money matter, visit our website, WKYT.com. If there's something you'd like us to discuss, send your request to news@WKYT.com and we'll talk about it here. For WKYT, I'm Andrea Walker.